Okay guys, I'm back to show you how to do a pedicure with Jamberry nail wraps. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my nails are all prepped and make sure that all my supplies are together and ready to go. So a quick rundown of my supplies. I've got my Jamberry mini heater here and it is on. I've got my nail prep cleanser that I'm going to use after my nails are shaped, filed, all that kind of stuff. Cuticles are pushed back. I've got my nail scissors to help me cut these wraps down to size. My cuticle pusher, my orange stick, and my nail file. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my nail prep cleanser and wipe down each toe on both feet. I'm getting ready to apply my first big toe wrap. So I wanted to show you what I did. So I took the biggest wrap on the nail sheet because my big toe is pretty wide, and I cut it in half. Okay, so this is one full wrap, the biggest wrap from the sheet. And then you can tell, if you look closely, that these two are slightly different in size and shape. That's because what I did was I sized the wrap to my toe. Okay, so what I did was I cut off a little bit of the rounded top because the top of my toe is a little bit square. So I cut that off so it would sit a little bit more flush. And then I had to trim down the sides a little bit so that it didn't overlap onto my skin, because you want to make sure that you're getting a nice clean application to the nail only. Okay, so you're gonna have to size these down a little bit, typically in my experience, for your big toe. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my orange stick to get up underneath the wrap. Sometimes this can be the trickiest part. All right, there we go. Get up under that corner. I'm going to peel it off and keep it attached to my orange stick. Okay, and discard the plastic. Then I'm going to heat that up for just a few seconds until it gets warm. You can see it start to fold over. And then this is why I like the orange stick, because I'm going to take the orange stick and use it to help me guide the application of the wrap onto my toe. Okay, when you've got it where you want it, you're going to push it straight down and then around the sides with your finger. And then I'm going to go back and do the same thing with the cuticle pusher to make sure I've really got a nice good seal. Now, you don't want to do this until you've lined up the wrap appropriately onto your toe. Okay, so you want to make sure that there is a gap between your toe nail and the skin on your toe so that you have a nice clean application and this isn't going to get caught in your socks or going through your shoe or anything like that. Okay, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the same thing to all of my toes, and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone through and I've applied a wrap. Yes, it's a different one to all of my smaller toes. And you can notice on these, they're shorter than these last two. That's because what I've gone through is I went ahead and cut off most of the excess wrap on the nails. You can see that I cut this sheet right in half. You can even cut it really even smaller than that if you wanted to save the scraps in order to do another pedicure, because most of my toes are so small to begin with that you really don't need a whole lot to cover it. Okay, and then what I'm going to go through here and do now is take my nail file. I'm going to file at a 90-degree angle, just going down. I'm not going to go side to side, and I'm not going to go up and down. You're just going to file straight down in order to seal off the end of that wrap. See how even when I did that first one, it started to seal that off and pull away the excess wrap. Now, sometimes this will pop off, and sometimes you can just pull it right off. And you're going to continue to go around and do that around the entire nail, making sure you get all of it. Sometimes with my toenails, I have to go in with my nail clippers or my nail scissors and really get those really small pieces because they get pretty close to my skin. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've got all of them trimmed down and filed down. And now what I'm going to do is go back and just apply a little shot of heat to all of the toes for just a quick few seconds. And then I'm going to go back with my cuticle pusher and really seal those down. So any movement or jostling that might have occurred in the filing or the clipping process, I'm just going to re-push and reseal those nails. And then you're all done. You're ready to go. That's the Jamberry pedicure.